Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Libra Light Readings, and today is going to be your several pile pick-up pile. So we're going to flash your piles. The decks that we're going to use today, and I'm going to show them before we get into it, is the Rosy Future Tarot. It's very psychedelic on the back. This is also how they feel now, okay? That's the title of the video. We also have the Heart's Hidden Secrets. We're going to be referring very blithely for a few clarifications from the Mermaid Tarot, and then we're also using the official Witches Tarot, okay? But nobody's a witch here. So we're going to get started. It's how they feel now. You only have 2 piles. I'm going to start introducing third piles, I think, next week. We're going to get really evolved on the channel and start doing 3 piles. So to begin for the first one, and we're going to show the backings, this is the style, okay? I'm going to show it that way too. So we have influences. Pile number 1 is at 57. 5 of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarii. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so if you're anticipating a reunion, this would be your pile. If you want get-togethers or you believe that this is looming or coming in your heart space, like the 3 of Cups is your card, I would go ahead and pick one. But we're going to go flash number 2 first. So flashing it is a wooded area, memories. Knight of Swords, which is air. That could also be you. We have the 2 of Swords. Again, more air. I forgot that I pre-selected this one too, because I do them all by random shuffling, you guys, if you were wondering how I do pick-up piles. High Priest. We have Pisces. And also, I forgot to wish you good morning too. Pick-up piles are usually the end of the week. So I'm going to have to give you a moment here while I do some hand shuffling too. I'm going to give you a moment live to choose your piles since you've already seen them. So I'll give you a couple seconds as I do shuffling on camera. Clarifying for both piles, please, in resonance of the 3 of Cups and the High Priest pile. And then you can, while I just speak to you, you can pick and you have time to do so. Okay, that one's good. And just go ahead and take your time. Remember, pick with your heart too. Pick with what you feel vibes with you the best. If you're a Libra that's a little bit happier, I'd go with pile number 1 just because of the 3 of Cups. If you're dealing with a very specific situation, maybe number 2. It also has a 6 of Cups feeling with memories. Okay, so that should go. I'm going to do one on the desk, give you more time here. All right, for the 2 piles today. Thank you, Spirit and Angels, for guiding this reading. One more shuffle for the 2 piles. And I think I'm going to do it this way from now on because it's a little bit more it's less stressful. The other times I'm shuffling at the same time. I just want to show you guys the bottom of the deck as you get ready to select. It's the Page of Pentacles. That's the overall. Okay, so beginning at 3:10, let's decipher the time for pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. When there's pick-up piles, you have 2 separate reads. So that was 3:10. 3 is partnership, collaboration. It's also working together as a unit for a higher cause. Collaboration, right? Number 3s. It's also the beginning of le partnership. Okay. What else can I say about 3? The power of 3, Trinity, right? Holy Spirit. We also have, you can even see the triangulation here. It's even in a space on the photograph. So let's see what we can decipher. 10 is completions, is the other part of the time. We always pick apart the time on this channel. We have a King of Wands. Let's go for it. This is our first character. So how do they feel about you now? And you can be any sign today. This is for all zodiacs, but I'm going to put Libra as the leader. Okay. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's a fire sign of some kind. I feel like this is a very independent man now who's seeing forth, maybe even making future planning. Do you see how he looks off into the ocean, but it's almost distance based? He has a crown that's super thorny, right? It's I'm a king. King of Wands. I'm hearing I'm getting a song and I'm going to sing it. How does it go? It's there goes my hero, watch him as he goes. That's what I'm getting. So that could mean something for you romantically. I think it's called Hero, but I'll look it up. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes, is the lyrics that I got. Now, you guys will be able to piece that together if it's your story. We have a King of Wands who's very attractive, they can be, someone you know, Libras in all 11 signs. There is a communication that's going to come out of this. The Three of Pentacles usually is very social. There is something that is going to be communicated maybe through a date here, dinner and drinks. How they feel is immediately coming to me is trying to get you to come out of your shell or to socialize with you more. This can be someone who is currently in a love reading, in a love situation with you in this general read, I should say. Affection is here too. Someone wants to open you up in a more social light. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of hints here for new love. And then I'm also getting like in this heart space, this person also cares for you. You could know a Aries season begins. I think it's today. March 21 is the beginning of Aries season. We also have the Five of Pentacles. I think these are losses that have been accrued in the past. It could be your card today. It's Taurin. It says there in the corner. Or it can be something that you're dealing with in the moment. It says life is hard right now. Look around and help is at hand. I think with the Five of Pentacles, it teaches you that it's lost, but it can be rearranged. We initially view it as loss, but it's not always loss. It can be something that we just have to transmute from pain into power. I think somebody does want your help too. It's someone who's recovering in the King of Wands. I feel like it could be a past twin flame for some of you. But if you're watching today and you want to associate it to a particular person, they have also gone through their struggles. They've accrued losses. They could be dealing with it in the moment too and looking for healing or just some solace. I'm going to clarify because we have this last one, how they feel about you now. There's influences. It says third parties, peers, and attachments. So this could be a third party type of story that you have receipts on, okay? And when you watch tarot responsibly, it's because you know it already happened. You're not making it up in your head. You know of the third parties and it was around, okay? So for this pile, I do see socialization. Alternatively, someone could be very excited to reunite with you because the King of Wands to the Three of Cups is that. But he's also player energy. By many readers and intuits, the King of Wands has taken like a new modern shape. I just look at it as a driven person, okay? I've never really looked at him as a extreme player or that he has like a dozen roses that he has to give out to 14 different girls. I just think that he's very driven and he's persistent in what he wants to attack, attain, get, even if it's a female. So let's get started with clarification. The energy is already here. Angels and spirit guides. Can we see what the Three of Cups to the King of Wands is? Thank you. The Two of Cups, and it's upright. All right, somebody could be wanting to reflect with you. I feel like it's a harmonious getting back together, okay? Maybe you want it even too, and you're deciding on this emotionally. They can be a Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio because that's a water sign card. How else are they feeling about Libra now? You have another three. Somebody wants to work together with you. I get a weird, live, I feel like somebody misses you. The Three of Pentacles is giving me a lot of entendres. I miss them. I want to recontact. Maybe it can be over a joyous celebration. I think I'm already seeing the Libran or all 11 signs in a different way, or it's time for us to reunite. Could be after a time of loss with the Five of Pentacles being here. A lot of time lost between the two of you. This could be no communication as well. And there could have been influences like friends, outside people, talkative mouths. In the spiritual realm, you don't understand that anymore because you're so grounded, right? You don't understand third parties or why it happens. It's even unacceptable to you. So the influences here could have played a role. Can I get a card on that particular oracle? Okay, oh crap. Five of Cups live and the Four of Cups. They've never come out like that from this deck consecutively. So the Four of Cups speaks of apathy, time lost, boredom. It can also speak of someone who views something or a relationship as missed. Okay, it's an opportunity that's been missed. Five of Cups too, if we understand it correctly, is regret, it's sorrow, and it's crying over spilled milk. Because as you see the Three of Cups here, and you have the card in your reading too, It was lost in the recent past, not realizing there's still love behind him. All he has to do is recall the Two of Cups, right? What's the truth about the third parties and the peers here getting in the way of love? The Lover's card with Gemini. Some of the people who could have like opened their mouths. Oh my gosh, this is such a brave way of getting into it. I feel like some of them could have talked about this love affair that you shared with this person. I'm getting heavy twin flame vibes in your morning reading, but it can be coming from anywhere. I feel like also it could have been talking about how giving and how special this was. Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is also the Sun. It was happy for the two of you. And I think people witness this when you're in a twin flame romance. Specific reading. This person could be a little bit more abundant these days. Their identifying cards are the Lovers, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. I want to get a conclusion for you too. I'm going to go with the Heart's Hidden Secret here. Let me just do a quick shuffle so you get a bright conclusion. What's the lesson? Thank you, Spirit and Angels. And it's a beautiful spring morning. The kids are on spring break, so I've had to be extra quiet. After breakfast is just a little crazy. All right, so let's see what the lesson is. The lesson of today, this could have been someone's divine feminine journey. I'm really emotional lately before the eclipse. This is someone's journey into a final divine feminine maybe lesson, or you've picked up whether this was very, very karmic for you, or if this cycle was, I'm getting the word exhausting. Like I'm getting that you're tired from it, but you learned the yin feminine energy, which is now within you. It's in your body. You withhold all the messages. This is someone's DF energy. Or if you're DM today and this is your pile, divine masculine, you also became a divine masculine during this period of time. I also think like the Sun is coming in for you. It's in the last spot, which is, for me, it's fated outcome. So there's like Leo energy heading toward you too. Can I see more lessons here? Thank you. There's a big pile. There's a big one. We have hopeless. Someone's in despair. They could have, I feel like someone's been very sensitive over you the last few days. I don't necessarily think that they're hopeless. I feel like there's been despair over the twin flame relationship, which maybe here hasn't been realized fully. There needs to be a talk, which is why the Three of Cups is at the very beginning of their feelings. Okay, High card for the week next to the High Priestess and the Lover's card. So what I see here is somebody doesn't want it to be so much of one of your cue cards, which is the Four of Cups. Maybe they'd like to undo this in a way where they get to talk to you and it's more personable. I think too, someone here is a little bit more out of reach than the other person. Contact would be harder for one of these two people, just sentiently as I look down at the cards. We do have commitment, marriage, and pride was the cause of this particular story, or even ego, okay? Now, the thing is, everybody has a substantial layer of self, and then there's the deeper, right? There's the subconscious. I think somebody subconsciously wants to commit to you, okay? But there are factors here that they're dealing with in the moment. And I think they're trying to maybe in the future unveil that they need to have patience within themselves to come toward you if they haven't already contacted you. And I also feel like it's heavy missed opportunity energy. So what you're getting out of this is someone who probably wants a new beginning and to develop some truths with you, like almost Ace of Swords, maybe even the Six of Pentacles giving back to you a return, if that makes sense. So we will move on to pile number 2, if that was great for you. If it was helpful, please let me know today in the commentos. 1417 is the time of pile number 2. You have the tarot card, the High Priest. It's Pisces. It's a very intuitive male or female. You could be coming into your own I would call it several gifts. If you have telepathy already, or if you have premonition, you're coming into more of your eye-to-eye gifts with people. Maybe communication and picking up social cues for your own spiritual gifts are also being risen at this time. Many of you, if you watched the first video that we released yesterday, it spoke about someone who's high vibing and you're walking into your gifts a little bit more easier during this lunar eclipse. It's easier to come by. You feel your gifts more. It's more accepting by you, and it's not so much scary. So pile number 2, you also have the Two of Swords, which is a crossroads. So you know that it's coming. This card means you know that there is actually a choice. There's a serious decision in your life. It could be about moving. It could be about planting seeds elsewhere or planting seeds where you're currently at. It could even be developing entrepreneurship or being at home more, right? You have an at-home business. You know with the Two of Swords, and I'm just going to check out some of the artwork here. Give me a moment. Lots of greenery. And there's two birds that are finally like chatting almost. They get to meet. So how they view you now is that you're making a decision on your life. Someone views you very intuitively in pile number 2. They view you as a very sacred, like beacon of spirituality. So you could be someone like that shares this very often, which is very nice. Thank you for being a light worker. We also have the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, I thought it was the Knight of Wands first because of all the horsies. Knight of Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. 1616 also just flashed onto our screen there, or onto the monitor. So if you want to look up like the romance meaning of 1616, it could be something for you there. Little extra added bonus. There's somebody coming in, either with a message, or this is something technical like a download. It's very spiritual for you. It's very grounded. Also, I'm hearing here like lesson. There's a lesson. They view you as the Knight of Swords, perhaps, if this isn't your person. And we see memories. So you guys are connecting the dots right now. This could be past or current. It reads reminiscing, I'm dwelling, or bittersweet. Something can feel bittersweet. I felt it touching the cards. It's almost like it's in between worlds. Something once was very sweet. Now it has a bitter tone with us moving on, perhaps, and looking back at memories. So we will look at this. I want to see if there's any more synchronicities here. There's going to be some type of reunion with those two birds talking. There's something here. There's like one last development. They're standing atop the hat, which the hat holds knowledge. There's greenery flowing out of it, if you see. So they're going to have like one last romp, one last conversation. It can be very healing for both parties. And we also see that they view you as the high priest. Now, mind you, it doesn't say priestess on this card. It's just high priest. So you could be very intuitive. Somebody comes to you as their knowledge owl. And we also have that you could be reminiscing on your path right now before you go on to something bright and beautiful, something new. Okay, let's do some shuffling. I'm going to do it in a random spot. What are the messages of this pile, please? Angels with high vibrational energy, what's the best advice we could release into the world today for this? Memories, please. Thank you. 7 of Pentacles. So the highest advice is that somebody views you as investment now, whereas maybe before they weren't so comfortable to call you an investment. And you'll know if this is your message because I'm so careful with wording. You'll know by me saying that this is your pile. Okay? 7 of Pentacles, it's safe to go forward. It's safe to love. This can even be a new person who finds you to be a 7 of Pentacles opportunity. Any more messages for the bittersweet? The Moon card, Cancer and Pisces. Okay? The Moon is everything that's been secret kept, hidden. I think some of you are going to find out about this in the next coming days. It's on the cusp of finding out, or you already got the download or the message from who you needed to hear it from. Can I see if this is who the reading is for? The Moon, 10 of Cups. It's wish fulfillment. For some, you could be reuniting with this person again. It creates happiness. I also feel something's coming in here about developments. So that might be something that you learn of. There is a soulmate resonance here. It's almost like you had a closeness in the past. It's one last review or hoping for a huge talk with this person once again. Or even if someone has to take travel and come into a town to meet you. Memories could be brought up over lunch or dinner. I'm seeing 2 people sitting in a restaurant and they're discussing but also laughing. And 2 people are like glowing. You know when you see people laughing when they have dinner and they're both punched drunk with happiness at this dinner table. So we got memories here. If you are the type of person that resonates with pile 2, this is going to be a really strong message that things are going to be okay, even if you pick a new person, okay? Because it seems that both of you don't harbor bad feelings toward each other. You're both available for memories. So let's see here. What was the secret then? What's the moon card? Someone's going to be telling you. The Knight of Swords is information. The sword is communication. And we also say, when you see the Knight of Swords, it's about impulsive things coming toward you. You could be the impulsive actor as this tarot card, but most likely, like 90% of the time, it comes to you, okay? Some of you already experienced this in the week's energy, okay? Wink, wink. And we're going to see what the conclusion is. 4 cards for the conclusion. Got the Hanged Man, the Sun, the 4 of Swords. I hear a break is over. So this is what I see for pile number 2. Happiness is had during a very deep conversation between 2 twin souls. I feel like you genuinely are. If this is not your video today and you have actually maybe not so good feelings towards a twin flame, this is probably not your reading today, just being quite honest. But I have to deliver the Sun's message. It means that 2 people communicate and there's a renewal. It's renewal energy. The Sun comes out, things are awakened. The springtime, same thing with the Sun. It brings in new growth. There's new opportunities. If you want to view the card differently today, it could be a past Leo. It could. So there's a talk here. A long break and a King of Cups. Their feelings have never been dismissed from you, is how I want to put it. I was going to say it didn't leave your side, but it's also never been dismissed. This person often thinks of you. The Hanged Man is the other card. Excuse me. Hanged Man, new perspective. They might want to talk to you about the new way that they view you. Admissions to being wrong about your character is another way I could put that. Can I get the conclusion on the Hanged Man? That's Major Arcana. You have the 7 of Swords, okay? In the past, this person could have been watching you for a particular reason, or they watched for, I don't know, something weird's coming in. They almost watched you for like clues that they were right, okay? Or their feelings were right at the time. That's what I'm getting. It's not what you were doing. It's that they wanted to watch you for particular behavioral clues, okay? But through that, they realized that the Hanged Man was a different perspective. This person has changed their modality of viewing you, okay? And it might have been through a different space here. They could have been watching you from a place where, I don't know, it's almost like they saw you loved and appreciated the way you should be treated with the Hanged Man. And a new beginning might be offered with the Ace of Wands, or this is your planned new beginning. Now, I have a specific message and it's coming in very strong at the end of this video here. This is where I have to get very, very specific. And it's only going to be for 5 or 10 of you who will truly understand it. This Ace of Wands can go either way. It can be your person's Ace of Wands, and I also feel like it's yours. The person here who's more jazzed about their new beginning has done it in a very spiritual way, okay? They've been able to communicate effectively. It looks like somebody took steps here to heal with this card because it's sun time. Things are about to be aglow for this person. Can I see the Ace of Wands with the remainder of our cards? Yeah, King of Pentacles. You're going to decide to walk away. And I feel like it's because it's a proper closure in this pile as opposed to the first one. There's a proper closure of things that were wounded. 8 of Cups is being like ghosted in the past. You left, they left, okay? So I'm going to give you a moment with the card today because it's so many different ways that you could be left behind or you feel abandoned, but it's how you look at it and how you act above it, if that makes sense. Now, I've been ghosted. I know how it feels. It's very, very painful, especially when the family still loves your partner and they still kind of like, they want to establish contact still. But the thing is, it's how you behave after that. It's how you take the information and it's how you've chosen to divinely heal. So that might be the outcome of this pile. We have the Sun, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. and we have a King of Pentacles. This could be you focusing on financial abundance as opposed to love. And that could be the new reality of things, or waiting for more exciting things to happen. Okay, and this is way too long. Your pick a pile exceeded 25 minutes. Let me know if today in any way was like the vein of the truth of your story. I just love to hear when you guys have to share something that impactful, because sometimes it's the ending of how you react to the story that's more pertinent than the cards that we're seeing here. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Thank you for your time. I will see you guys soon and later.